Heather at home here. Going to be doing the Homemaker Tag for you today. The Homemaker Tag was created by YouTuber Glitter and Groceries, who has an awesome channel. But I first heard of it from Samantha at Happily a Housewife, who I also adore her channel, and I will link to both of their channels below so you can check them out. So the Homemaker Tag is just a series of questions for homemakers. Thought it would be interesting to do since I'm a homemaker. Alright, let's just jump right in. The first question is, growing up, did you want to become a homemaker? If not, what did you see yourself doing? I always knew that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom growing up, but I didn't know if it was going to be possible. Who knows what the future would hold, if it was going to be financially possible for my family for me to stay home. But I always knew that that was something that I wanted to do if it was possible. I went to college and I graduated with a degree in business administration and marketing. I had a hard time selecting what I wanted to major in college, but I ended up with business since I knew that would give me the widest variety of options. So I majored in business and marketing, graduated with honors, and then I worked in an administrative role for a major company for 7 years and left that job in 2012 when the bee was born to become a stay-at-home mom. Second question, what did your husband think about you wanting to become a homemaker? He was totally on board. We went and toured a couple daycares, and then after analyzing the cost and seeing with my salary, I'd basically be working just to pay for daycare. It just didn't seem the smartest decision for us. So it didn't make sense to either of us for me to continue working. So I decided to stay at home. Why do you think homemaking is so important? I think homemaking is so important to me because my mom was a stay-at-home mom. I loved having that security and knowing that she was at home and available to me whenever I would need her. If I was running late in the morning and missed the bus, she could drive me to school. If I forgot my lunch or needed something that I forgot at home, she could bring it in. If I wasn't feeling well, I knew that she was available to bring me home. That type of thing. And some of my favorite memories from elementary school are her being a homer mother, which were a group of parents that did holiday parties, and they also usually were the people that volunteered to be chaperones on field trips. And I loved that. I loved having my mom home to do that kind of stuff. So, and I'm really looking forward to doing that kind of stuff for the bee once she's in school. And my mom kept our house running so smoothly, so smoothly. We had dinner at the table as a family just about every single night, and that is something that's really, really important to me and something that I do with our family now. We eat dinner together just about every single night at the table as a family, and we've been doing that ever since the bee was born, basically. You know, she'd be right up next to the table in her rock and play while Nick and I ate, and now she's right up at the table with us while we eat. How do you think your family would function if you went back to work? I think it would be extremely hard to go back to work at this point. Hard on me, hard on the bee, hard on the entire family. I think it would be really stressful and chaotic trying to balance work and home since we haven't had to do that. Making sure dinner's on the table, the house is clean, laundry's done, everything like that, everything's running smoothly in the home. I think it would be really, really hard to do at this point if I went back to work. Since the bee's never been to daycare, I think it would be extremely hard on her to be away from me. She's never really been away from Nick or I, so I can't even take her to the childcare at the YMCA without them coming to get me every 15 minutes saying that she's crying. What are some things you had to sacrifice in order to stay home with your family? Well, before I stayed at home, when it was just Nick and I, we would eat takeout or go out to eat a lot, and that's something that we had to cut back on. We still do it a little bit, but definitely cut back on it. I cook a lot more from home. We don't do big fancy vacations. If we want to go on a big vacation, that's something that we'll have to save for quite a while. We're very fortunate in all that we do have, and I'm very fortunate that my husband has the job that he does. And I'm trying to get better and better about budgeting our money so that we can stretch our dollar even further. And final question is, any advice you can give to women wanting to become homemakers? My advice would be there's always going to be naysayers. No matter what you choose in life, there's always going to be haters. Being a stay-at-home mom can be a hot button issue amongst other mothers and everyone. Everyone's got a comment on it. So my advice would be stick to your guns and do what is best for you and your family. And that is it. Those are the questions. I would love for you to do your own homemaker tag, and I'd love to tag me in it so I can see your responses. And if you like these type of videos, please, please, please subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Make me the happiest mama ever. All right, have a great day.